All right, time for the last section of railing, which is on these stairs. And I gotta start by getting this last newel post at the bottom fastened. I forgot what, oh yeah, 42 inches. So I'll go cut it at 42 and I'll cut it flat, but I might have to adjust it depending on how perfectly level the top of this guy is and how perfectly, I guess, perpendicular I cut my bottom. Oops, I need to put that on drill mode. Greg, can you hold this down so it doesn't move on me?
What do you want? Dump these.
It's right there. What? They can go in the back in their box.
Where's the box at?
It's another room in the garage.
Oh man, felt that suck down.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Should I check it for, go ahead and check it for plumb real quick? I don't want to overdo it if I gotta.
In and out?
Yeah, mainly in and out.
I mean, I don't like that.
What's the other way? The other way is kind of, it's got a bow in it, but let's see how close it is. Ugh. How much is it off? There's a bow in the post, so we're never gonna get it perfect.
So off the post, we are probably...
Does it push that way? Can you push the post there?
You're probably a quarter inch off.
Can you push the post? All right, I went ahead and screwed this in place, and once everything was nice and tight, it was pretty plumb in and out this way, but it was leaning into the staircase. So probably about a quarter inch in total. Now there is a slight bow in this post, and I don't really have any other option. I've only got so many posts. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and lean this to plumb just to get an idea as to what kind of cut. And yeah, this is gonna be one of those like carpenter feel things. Like I'm not gonna measure it, I'm just gonna get an idea. I mean, it's literally, Jesus, a 30-second maybe, because you gotta remember a minute change down here on the short axis of the post will make a drastic change on the long axis, or this long measurement here. The longer the piece, the more precise you have to be down here in your cut, because any small discrepancy is gonna throw it off drastically as it gets longer. So I'm gonna go ahead and make that cut. I wanna shave off this side. In 4 foot, it's about 1/8 of an inch, man. All right, incoming, I'm gonna do a little trick. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. You're never gonna see that. I'll have that all fixed up nice. And now we're rocking plumb. Nice. All right, so I used to spend a lot of time trying to figure out where my stair railings were gonna go. And you can do the math, the rise run, it'll give you an angle, and that makes it pretty darn easy if you wanna spend that time. However, what I like to do is just set them right on the stair treads. This is gonna give you the exact angle that you need to fit in between here, and that's about it. I mean, it's about that simple. Oh my gosh, I don't even believe it. I mean, I wanted to believe it, but that's not too bad. But here's my problem. Here's my problem, and I guess I've never thought about this, but on the face of the column, I've got 35.5 inches, but on the back side of the column, I've got 32 inches because of the stair.
Cut down.
Huh?
Newels?
Yeah.
Cut down the...
Because it'll be the same thing here. It's no different.
Right.
And I guess that's okay, but what that means is, yeah, we're gonna have to cut down, clamp them all together against a board and just go. Okay, I've got to cut all my spindles down to 24 5/8. So I'm gonna make a quick jig so I can do that real efficiently. They're aluminum. I don't wanna ruin a nice blade on the chop saw, so I'm just gonna use my bandsaw. Should do a nice clean job. Let's see how it's doing. Well, it's doing good. I say that did exceptionally well. Okay, in order to figure out where the spindle locations are gonna go, I want the same spacing as upstairs. I'm gonna take the rise and run, which this has a 34.51 degree pitch, 10-inch run, and that will determine, if I use that same formula, I can reduce it to my spacing of my spindles. So what I'm gonna do is find the center of this guy, which I already know. I think it was 78. I'm gonna mark that. Now, if I'm doing a 6-inch spacing, now remember on an angle, it's not gonna be a 6-inch spacing. When you go on an angle, the diagonal is 6 inches. I could make another jig, but it probably doesn't make sense for just a couple handrails. I'll use that same dimension on my top rail, but now I can go ahead and fasten these guys in. And they've got a nice angle, so when I set them on here, they're gonna make a nice straight spindle. It really is pretty cool. Here we go. Oh, this battery's there, I forgot about that. What's that? What are the drills right there? No? Nothing? We're into it. All right, let me grab a... Looks really good out here.
It looks even now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Pretty clean cuts there, dude.
Worked out. Every once in a while it works out, you know? It wasn't on purpose.
Got all your X's on there already.
Yep, I'm ready to go.
You're ready for a top rail, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be ready for top rails as soon as I mount this. I mean, I'm a little anxious about mounting that top, but why? It's because I got to use those big screws from the other side with a plug.
Oh, gotcha.
Do your putty magic there, man.
Close your eyes, I don't want you to see my trick.
I ain't worried about that, are you?
No, like I said, the bottom is, I wouldn't be as worried about the bottom as I would the top.
Yeah. All right, so now that the spindles are in, I can use those as a guide to know right about where my handrail is going to go. Okay. Hello, it's Kyle. Dude, what's up, DurtyMax? Just living the dream, dude. How about you with that new Kubota? You're probably just as happy as can be. You pushed some snow the other day? I am definitely booked out a few months. I mean, that sounds awesome. I don't know if it's possible or not, but timing-wise, yeah. I mean, I definitely couldn't do anything springtime probably, if not later. Okay, let me shoot you my email because I'm out on site right now, and can you shoot me back an email with like what you need? Obviously, I know, but just so I have it on a file and I don't forget about it. And then I'll send you over his contact info and stuff and give him a heads up to look for you. All right, later, Jack. Bye. He said to say hi to Greg. Does that kind of make you like, yeah, dude?
I mean, if you think about it, I'm the one that
Yeah.
I'm like the connection.
Yeah. Yeah, you were the one that initially wore his stuff. I didn't even know I had his cell phone already in here. I already had it jacked DurtyMax. I guess I've talked to him before.
Remember he talked to you about his basement that one time.
Basement?
Yeah, remember he was gonna do some like remodel to his basement and he called you. That was like a long time ago. So he's looking to get a building.
Yeah. He's like, I'd love you to come out. We could collab with a YouTube series. It'd be awesome. He said, I know you're. Where was your reaction time, bro? That's all right. It was my fault. Okay, so if I were to get mine perfect, what do you need? You need to cut that backside a little?
This backside here.
Let me just look at it.
Go ahead.
Actually, let's see which one should be perfect. Yeah, this has got a little roll, so that's where I want to be. Is that good up there? Here, put your square across it, the top. Yeah, that's pretty good. This edge, about a blade's width to nothing. This is why I left it long, man. So when I started the baluster project, a lot of people were asking about these plugs, and these are baluster connectors from, I don't even know what brand. Universal Forest Products. Really makes this whole process a lot easier and more efficient. Hopefully this is the right cut. Yeah, we're gonna definitely get high in here. Not because we're doing drugs, because the finisher's here putting some poly on the windows. No drugs, Greg. Yeah, we're good, dude. So now that we verified that the spindles are plumb, the top fits, then I can go ahead and I'll mount all the rest of these plugs on my 6-inch spacing. We'll put it in, screw it, and
That's one left.
oh my God, that's great. All right, so I've got that one all ready, put together, ready to go. However, I don't want to fasten it yet because I'm gonna actually put the bottom one on so I can get a nice structural screw coming in from the backside. And then I'll put that one on. That's perfectly plumb there. My cut's pretty darn good. Some strong stuff, isn't it? We're good, dude. All right, I'm gonna go make this all up and we are gonna be in business. So basically what I've done is made a template board to set in there to make sure that it's all the right angles. And then once we know that's good, I can plumb up the spindle on the inside and outside ends and make sure they're perfect. And then I'll use those as my guides for my spacing offset for the rest of them. That way they're all perfectly plumb. Are you good?
I come up a little bit.
Because
To hit my line, but
no. If that fits good and that's what exactly, that literally is right on my mark. Cuts are clean and you're tight.
yeah.
Oh man, nice work, buddy. Let's hope it's plumb.
Probably go in a little bit.
I can live with that. What time is it?
Probably close to 12:22.
Okay, let's go get lunch. Yeah. Okay, I'll come back and do this and then this will be done.
Probably don't want to leave those up there unscrewed in case someone comes and.
I like to live life on the edge, you know? I'm gonna hand you this one. Let's siphon it up. Hey, don't make me get copyrighted with your singing that is like spot on with the radio.
Sounds like I have auto-tune, don't it?
I see you want to do your job and my job, huh?
Yeah. I cannot wait to get my hairs cut tonight. You happy for me?
I'm very happy. All right, did you move it or no?
I don't think so.
Okay, let's just double check. Yeah, we're good. For this last connection here, since it's the top rail and people might be hanging on it when they get on and off the staircase, I want to make sure that it's as strong as possible. I'm going to end up drilling a hole here. I'm going to do 2 holes, and then I will plug them with some plugs. So that's the goal. I would say that I'm a little anxious just because I've never done this. Obviously, I want to make sure that everything is right. Here's our lags. These are actually timber locks. Whew, I'm a little nervous. It's like the last piece of the puzzle, so you don't want to mess it up. What's the big deal, right? Worst case, I throw a bunch of putty in it and throw the plug in it. Greg, can I get your help, man? Sucked it tight though.
Yeah, it did.
How's it feel?
Solid.
Well, I got another one coming. Dang, dude.
Yeah, that's solid. It ain't going
Ah, this thing turned out nice. Now I kind of wish I would have done even more of them plugs. That was so easy.
I mean, you're not done yet.
All right, so this is the 2 plugs. Here's the 2 plugs on that column that I need to fill in. And you'll notice this plug, we've got a little bit of redder grain and it's a lot tighter. So you can see how the grain is a lot closer together. This plug, it's really just got 1 grain going through it, but mainly it's a lighter, still a little bit reddish, but just that 1 single darker line going through. I'm gonna try to line that up. I don't know if it's gonna be perfect, but what I've got is, I got this guy here and I've got this guy here. This is a plug cutter. So it's going to cut the proper sized hole into this material and give me a plug. Check it out. So I'm just looking on here to find where the grain looks to be the most similar. I'm thinking right here it's fairly tight together, and we're just gonna go ahead and drill a plug. There we go. So now we've got this plug and we've got a pretty good fit, I think. It's hard to say exactly because the grain does move throughout the entire plug. So you don't really know exactly what you're gonna get, but you do your best to try to match it. There's our 2 plugs. Let's go and install them. So I've got my plugs cut down to pretty good size. And obviously I can't cut the plug out of this newel post because then the hole would be too big. The plug is cut around, or you cut around the plug to get the plug out. So I tried to match the grain as good as possible. Let's see what we've got. This guy's supposed to go right here. Well, that's gonna work. And this one is gonna go right there. I don't know about you, but that is pretty good. So you can see how there's a little bit of slop. That's so we can get some glue in there. So I've got some Quick and Thick, which this is paintable, it dries clear, and I think it's gonna give us the best look. Greg, you gotta see these grains, dude. Yeah. Your boy did phenomenal on finding grain.
Not too bad, dude.
Look at this line.
You even got that little itty.
Not bad.
Wow.
Every once in a while, blind squirrel finds nothing. No, I do not know where any electrical tape is. We're gonna squirt some glue in there. Gonna get some glue all over this guy. Try and work all that sawdust and crap right around there, because when we're done, we're gonna sand this and it's gonna look great, but we wanna try to fill all those gaps. There we go. We'll leave that to dry and then we'll come back and sand it.